Good evening. How are we all? I'm just going to bring Linda straight on. We'll just wait for some of you lovely people to join us and we'll have a bit of a chat while we're waiting. Fingers crossed, it's been a while since I've had a guest, and there she is. Hello.
Ooh, hi.
How are you?
Good,
We're
darling.
just waiting for some people to jump on. So hopefully we have a better internet connection this evening. So how long has it been since we've done like a live like this?
It'd have to be last year. Yeah, well and truly halfway through last year. So
I can't remember. I really can't remember.
No.
I had to think.
And I think it was, to be honest with it, was probably when we were doing the last show together down at the vault. I think we did something together with that.
That was in August, wasn't it?
Well, there you go. Good 6 months.
Yeah. Anyway, what's this? Due to Facebook restrictions, we can't see the names and profile pictures of our viewers. Send them a link. Hey? They're wanting me to do links and everything. Hang on, that's not right. That's okay. Are we in Mercury retrograde by any chance? No, we're not, are we?
No.
Okay. Oh, no. Here we go. I can see people. Hello, everybody. We seem to be having some little technical hiccups here. So if you can just let us know that you can see us, give us a shout out, say hi, thumbs up. Let me know where you are viewing from or watching from. And if you can like and share while you're at it as well. It's just telling us little bits and pieces, and I don't believe it. So, hi, Sandra. Hello. How are you? Celinda, hello. That's all I can see at the moment. And who else? We've got KT is watching. Hello. Okay, so Sandra's saying that she can see us all good. That's great. Alison, hello. Just waiting for other people to jump on. And before we do our little formalities, hello, Vicky Carter. Good evening. I don't know. Can you see those comments coming up, Linda?
Yeah, I can see a Kay Wright from Lithgow,
yes.
Vicky Carter, a Sandra, and a Celinda.
Yep. So you can see them as well. Awesome. I don't know what they were trying to do then, but anyway, Chantel. Hello, Chantel. Lovely to have you back. Chantel has gone, she's started becoming this manifester, and she's done so much work on herself in the last couple of years, and I've seen her go from strength to strength, and it's absolutely amazing, her transformation. Even though I haven't seen her in real life for a very long time, there's been phone calls, there's been Zooms and everything going back and forth. Now, when we see the comments coming up from the Psychic Pinup, that is from Julie Howard, if she hasn't forgotten us. So Julie is my moderator for this evening. Any comments you see from the Psychic Pinup is coming from Julie. So thank you, Julie. If you are there, thank you for helping out. I'm sure very shortly. I know she fell asleep one time a couple of weeks ago. She forgot about me.
That's funny.
But, yeah. But look, while we're waiting, because you haven't been on for so long, Linda, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Hi, ladies. Well, my name's Linda as well. So, we've been known for a little while as the Linda and Linda show. It's come up quite funny. So we've been traveling quite a bit. I'm a psychic medium. Being a psychic, obviously, we tap into your past, present, future energies. But my forte is mediumship. I love to connect to those that have crossed over. I do forensic mediumship. I work with police. Been doing that for quite a few years now. I'm a Reiki master. I got a diploma in crystals. I'm a meditation instructor, hypnosis, matrix. My training basically took me over to America quite a few years back, and I become one of Lisa Williams' master teachers. So I am on a very, very short list. I think there's about 30 of us now, master teachers, that have been strategically put all around the world just to help people, like anyone that has got some intuition, just to help you fine-tune who you are. A good teacher should basically help you fine-tune who you are, not make you them. So it's all about helping you very strong with boundaries, control, protection, and, just my forte is not just my mediumship and my forensics, but it's helping those that need help to work out who they are and let them know that, we're all not crazy. We actually do see and feel and hear. And the old saying, we do talk to dead people, so it's quite crazy. Yeah.
Do you remember the time when we did that
me in a
MBS?
nutshell. Yeah.
But do you remember the MBS that time and that guy said, so what do you do?
Yeah, we get inundated with some very interesting characters. And my biggest forte is those ones that come in that are skeptical. Anyway, we had this character come in one day and he said to me, so what do you do? And I went, I talk to dead people.
Sitting there.
And he goes,
talk to dead.
Oh, okay. And off he trotted. So it was quite funny.
That was priceless. Absolutely
It was
priceless.
just, and it wasn't even thinking, but I we do deal with skeptics most of our lives, and we get very well challenged, connected to what they believe and what they don't believe in. So interesting.
We do.
Different strokes for different folks.
That's right. And yes, you are so right with that. But look, one of the reasons why Linda and I are doing a show here together this evening is that we have a platform show coming up next. What is that noise? Is that you or me? Did you hear that feedback then?
No.
Did you hear that, or did I hear that? Did you hear that? No, we have
the unexpected.
Linda's hearing things again. No, look, we've got a platform show coming up next Saturday evening, the 18th. So not this Saturday, next Saturday, at the Vault at Port Kembla. And we absolutely adore this place. It's a great little spot, private club, and the atmosphere, the ambience is great, and the food's great, the drinks are great, the audience is great. It's just a really, really feel good place. And so our tickets are selling. We are half sold out for this show. And so anyone in the Illawarra, or if you'd like to travel and come and see us, we would welcome you with open arms if you'd like to come to our show next Saturday. Tickets are on sale. I have put the details down there on the bottom of the screen. You can buy them through Eventbrite. Now, I think I know I did put a link there in the Facebook description there, the link to Eventbrite. So you can just click that and go straight through to the bookings and book yourself in from there. It's a great show. We love it. We love it. But this is one of many, many platform shows that are on the plan for the year anyway. So hello, Lynn Dodds. So what's this? Please don't laugh with my question. Okay, we'll get to you, Lynn, because that's a bit of a long one that we have to look at. But those who have just joined, we do welcome you. We do ask that you like and share the live feed. Please let us know that you have done that by popping the word liked and shared in the comments section along with your question and or comments. Now, we will be doing readings and just very snippet readings for the next hour. And just bear in mind, me personally, I don't answer medical or legal questions. I can't speak for Linda. She'll tell you how she prefers to read. But I do ask that you just keep in mind also we are in a public forum, and I am quite mindful with information that I do give out, as anybody could be watching this. Okay, but we are both open, free for bookings for private readings as well. You can either contact Linda through my page or go over to her page, which is just Linda Yusuf, isn't it?
Linda Yusuf, Psychic Medium. Yeah.
Okay. What else do we have to talk about? Oh, Brisbane as well. You can talk about Brizzy.
Well, apart from doing the Vault, which is basically, a place where we can connect openly to your loved ones crossed over, which is lots of laughs, tears, all of the above. Brisbane is the Mind, Body, Spirit Festival, and we'll be there for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Let me just get my Bible.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of the dates.
24, 25, 26.
Of
is the MBS
February.
of February, at the end
Yeah.
of this month. Yep.
We're there for one-on-one readings. We'll be under the banner of Linda and Linda, psychic mediums, Linda with an I, Linda with a Y. And it's just full of energy, lots of free entertainment there. Also, you've got to buy your tickets online. The tickets for the MBS is free. Every
They're
MBS
free.
is free.
Free.
Always
Yeah.
have been free. So basically, but you've got to get online and book your tickets. They'll download them and you just scan your phone as you walk through the door. So we'll be there for 3 amazing days. So from I think we start at 9 or 9:30 in the morning, going right through till 6 in the afternoon. You want to you want to book us up there, by all means, feel free. Messages, show us. We can tell you our availability. We're only doing 15 and 30-minute readings. But again, we're open for private readings or Zooms while we're up there as well. But if not, just call in, come in, say hi.
Say hi to us.
Love the energy. Yeah. Love the energy. I'm up for a chat to anybody. So
I was going to say, we're always up for a chat.
Absolutely.
Always. Yeah.
Then I think we are in May. If I remember rightly, we're in Goulburn on the 7th.
You got Egypt, and then you've got something else, and then you've got something else. I've got something else.
Yeah, I'm in Egypt on the 17th of May. March, 17th of March, and then I'm back on the 2nd of April. But I think you're in New Zealand around the 1st and 2nd of April.
I'm in Bathurst, then I'm in New Zealand, and then we'll be back, and then we'll be down in Goulburn. So we are going to be doing a show down in Goulburn. So just earmark that, everyone. It'll be the first weekend in May that we will be doing.
And hopefully I can talk this one into doing a platform in my shop in Campbelltown. So my office is in Campbelltown, Wales. So let's have some fun. I'll put you on the spot while we're doing live.
Thanks. You know me, I'm always up for a challenge. I find it very hard to say no.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm like. Yeah. But anyway, who else have we got on here? So just to let everybody know, we are streaming to multiple platforms this evening. So please just understand we do not go in order of messages, questions, and also we don't necessarily have to be doing readings either. If you've got questions for us about psychic development, mediumship development, please hit us up with it. Okay, Linda is one of Lisa Williams' master teachers, so here is your opportunity to get things answered this evening. Now, as I was saying, we're streaming to multiple platforms, so we get drawn to who we need to be reading. Just to let you know, I'm streaming to the Psychic Pinup. I'm streaming to a couple of private groups. I'm also streaming to YouTube at the same time. So if you think we're not seeing you, please don't think that. We've just got multiple platforms going at once and a lot of comments going as well. But feel free to repost your question if you feel like we haven't seen it. And the comments you're seeing from the Psychic Pinup is from Julie, and Julie's now on board. So thank you for helping us out this evening, Julie.
Thanks,
Thank you. Okay. All right. Do you want to start off, or?
I actually am drawn to the one to do with the cats. So did you see that one?
The cats, yeah. That's why I said we'll get back to you.
Yeah.
We'll get back to you. Where are we?
I think it was very early on about a cat.
Here we go, Lynn.
Shall I say doing its business on the bed. Hi, Lynn. How are you? As soon as I basically seen that, I always say a cat is a familiar. A cat chooses you, and we never own a cat. So sometimes, every animal, as well as every human, can have a little bit of anxiety. And I feel basically this cat has owned you. Now, I really want to know if it's a male cat, because I really feel that it's marking its territory, especially around your space or your private space, which is your bed. And it has got a little bit of separation issues connected around that. I'd go to the vet and have a talk to the vet, because I do feel like it, and I don't like medicating any animal, but work out why or what you can do to help ease this cat's anxiety or this separation anxiety, because I do feel like that once you're home, it relaxes, but it's so paranoid about you not, moving away. We've got a little dog that stays in the house all day while we're all at work. and it sits at the door waiting for us. And as soon as we walk through the door, it urinates. And that is like an exciting urination. It's just a way of basically, yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with the cat medically. I know you've taken it to the vet, but I don't think there is anything wrong with it
It's
medically.
psychological.
I do feel basically it's like an anxiety type connection connected around it. But it is it's a one cat owner, and it's really, really taken to you. Was this a rescue cat, or is it something that you've had since it was a little baby? Because I do feel like that there's some issues connected around that. Patience is what I hear. Patience, patience, patience. You know, you rehome this animal. It's basically you rehome this animal, and its problems are going to go into another home, to another owner, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I do feel like that, if you have some patience, we can train a dog, we can train a child, we can train a cat, but it's just a matter of patience connected around that. It will grow out of it, but I also feel that maybe give it a bit of a space in the bedroom so it doesn't use your bed. There would be nothing worse than the smell of urine on someone's bed. I adopted her about 3 years ago, so she has a brother who is still a bit of a bully. As I said, there is definitely anxiety connected around this cat. So your bed is its sanctuary, and I just feel once it's there, it's relaxed, and it's not that it wants to do its business there. I think it's just one of those things that's become habitable.
Yeah, I know.
I hope that
Speaking of
helps,
cats,
darling. But
Yeah.
a cat is a familiar, and a cat chooses you. And I will say that if the other one's a bully, urinates on the bed. If I'm
yes,
not happy, no, I wouldn't be happy neither, because it's a really bad smell to try and get rid of.
it really is. I mean, speaking of
Mm.
cats, mine's right here. You know what my cat's like?
Yeah.
So she's right there. So I hope
Mm.
that helps you, Lynn. If you can get back
Mm.
to us with some feedback, that would be fantastic. I know
There's
your
things
name's
that
in
you
somewhere.
yeah. I know
Yeah.
there's things you can do, I know
Mm.
they don't like the smell of anything citrus, and it's just, whether you put a bowl of half-cup lemons or something in the room, wash your clothes in something sort of lemon, a little bit of vinegar in water in a spray bottle, or lemon in a water with a spray bottle, that every time it does something, give it a little bit of a squirt so it knows not to do that. I mean, they're things anybody will tell you connected around that.
Yeah.
But I do feel a little bit of patience and love with this animal. But there is no way I'd like to sleep in a bed. So I understand your stress as well as the cat's stress. And the more you yell at it, the more it basically gets stressed. So it's like that catch-22.
Yep.
So all I can say, darling,
Yeah.
is good luck with that one.
Good luck.
I hope that helps.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. So, Gayleen, I'm going to answer Gayleen. So, hello, Gayleen. Now, I know you comment every day, just about every day when I put a daily message up. That's you, isn't it? I'm pretty certain that's you, or you like it, or you love it, and you always have a comment about that. So I do thank you for following me and in interacting on my page. Now, you're saying would love to know of any changes in the next couple of months. Oh, lovely, lovely, lovely. Do you know what? I've picked up with you the last 6 months. I just feel like it's been very up and down with you now. And I want to talk about finances more so. I feel like I need to go down the road with finances, and things have been up and down, up and down. And I feel like somewhere along the way, you've had to really either pick your battles with some people or pick up the pieces here. And I feel like it's only now that you're starting to get back on your feet. And it's sort of like, I feel like, when you have the light at the end of the tunnel, you can see it, but you're not getting there quick enough. So I am picking up a little bit of frustration with you with there. But what I'm being shown here is that I'm being shown that there's money being saved here. There's money being put away. So that's indicating to me that things are now on the up and up for you. you. What I'm being asked to pass on to you is that you're going to get your wish. I'm seeing the wish. There's this wish coming, okay? And while I'm feeling more into that, I just have to ask you: have we got a child coming somewhere? Have we got an announcement coming up from a family member as well with a child? So I just have to leave that one with you there as well. But that's what I see coming up for you in the next couple of months. Okay, so I hope that helps you, Gayleen. Okay. Who have you got there, Linda?
I was drawn to a young man named Mark Chrissy.
Okay, I've got that high. Yes. Okay. Do you just want to read? Oh, is okay about dreaming?
Yes, that's the one. Been dreaming about his mum that passed, and always wake up with the feeling that she looked confused and sad, finding it hard to understand. You know, I've had a similar thing today, which that's why I was drawn to you, sweetheart. That when we lose someone that we love, and you know, through circumstances and mum being sick for a while and you being a bit of a mummy's boy, it is really, really hard to get over the grief section connected around their passing. Because I always say there's 5 stages. You know, the first one, we go into shock. You know, there's that shock, then there's the begging, then there's the denial, then it's basically, you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Now, grief is like infinity. So we can go up, we can have good days and we can have bad. So we sit around like that. But when we have this feeling, especially in our sleep, of she looks confused and she looks sad, connected around that, the last thing we remember, honestly, is how they passed. And we forget on how they live. So we have that basically impregnated in our mind on the sadness that was around her passing and what she looked like. And maybe she wasn't really clear of mind as she passed over, whether it's medication or whatever it was. But I will say to you, that's something that's impregnated there. So when you dream of her, that's that feeling, that sensation there is still there. What you need to do now, basically, Mark, is remember your mum, the loving woman that she was. You remember the happy times and the laughter and basically the woman that was full of energy. And before you go to bed, think of those happy times, whether it was Christmas or whether it was basically birthdays, and get that mindset to change, because our loved ones wants to remember us, how they were and how they lived, and not how they passed, because that's not just confusing you, but it's giving you that feeling of, you know, she's confused, she's sad. Of course they're sad, basically, you know, they're free of their physical body, but you know, the more you put that out there, the more that she's going to come to you that way, because you're the one that's feeling sad with the loss of mum. She loves you above and beyond, and she wouldn't want you to be sad thinking that she is sad. But I can tell you 100%, when our loved ones pass over, they are free, they are light, they are out of pain, they are out of anything. So that physical side, that physical feelings and what she was prior to her passing no longer exists, darling. It exists up here in your mind. So think of happy thoughts, think of happy memories, and think of the beautiful, beautiful person that your mother was, because I'm sure she doesn't want you to mourn for her and feel sad for her. You need to be happy that basically she chose to be your mum, and that will never die. So I hope that helps you, Mark. But as I said, find a beautiful photo, think of a beautiful memory, and impregnate that into your mind before you go to sleep, and see if that makes a difference, sweetheart.
Yeah, thanks for that. So I hope that helps you, honey. I'm reading the comments, and it's got Linda and Linda this, Linda that. I don't know if they mean you or me. Which one? So
let's put it straight. If you want me, put it with an I. If you want Linda, put it with a Y, so we know who we
Linda with a Y, Linda with an I. Distinct difference here. So I'll just keep getting Linda this, Linda. Yeah. I know it's anyway. So those who've just joined, we do welcome you. We are doing this show this week, as we do have a platform show coming up next Saturday, the 18th of, I was about to say June. I'm so far ahead of myself. The 18th of February at the Vault at Port Kembla. We have tickets. Tickets are being sold as we speak. There is the link there in Facebook to take you straight through to Eventbrite to purchase your tickets online. Now, we do get great feedback when we do these shows at the Vault. It's a great club. It's a fantastic club. So we do invite you all. Come and visit us. Any comments you're seeing from the Psychic Pinup this evening is from our moderator, Julie. Thank you for helping out this evening, Julie. We do appreciate you. Julie will probably also be our door person on the evening of the show that we when we're doing that next week as well. So moving on. I'm just seeing if we've got some feedback here, because I've got here Lynn Dodds said that she's seen Linda a couple of times and very impressed. Now, I think that's you she's talking about. I can't remember.
Thank you, Lynn.
So that's what I mean. I don't know which Linda they're talking about here. And then we've also got here, where are we? Gayleen has a grandbaby coming in May. Like I said, there is an addition, there's an announcement coming. So congratulations, Gayleen. It's we look forward to hearing more about little one when they do arrive. So don't send us ask when's baby due, what date's baby going to be born. Babies come when they're ready. So moving on, I did have here, oh, where are we? Okay, Mark Chrissy Mitchell saying it has helped me. Thank you so much. Abundance and love to you all. So love to you too, honey. Yeah. I did have somebody here. Sue Phillips, where are you, honey? I did see you. Okay, Sue, I will answer you. So, Sue, you're asking, I was wondering if any of my issues with family will be settling down soon. It's really weighing on me. You're the backbone, lovely. The thing is, you're a real empath. That's what I'm picking up. And you pick up everybody's emotions, and you can't help but worry about everybody else at the same time. I'm going to ask you to try. I know it's easier said than done, Sue, but just try to take a step back and just let things unravel naturally, because you can't control everything. Okay, and I just see you worrying yourself over this. I'm also being shown, am I correct that we have quite a lot of sleepless nights at the moment as well? Because I see a lot of overthinking going on with you of a night time. But they're showing me, this is the thing, you're a very independent lady as well, and I feel like you're very good with everything that you put your mind to. You're very sharp minded when it comes to finances, organising, and this is why I feel like you can't help but be worried about everybody else in the family here. So what I'm going to say is I'm getting the number 10 around you. Now, when I get numbers, they're like time frames. So I'm going to say hopefully in the next 10 weeks, so let's say the next 2 to 3 months, I feel like there is a settling down here. But I just also have to throw out there as well, do we have some sort of legal thing that's going on as well? Because I'm seeing legal papers here signing that I feel like needs to be brought up. And I feel like that this number is significant to this, if that makes sense. But I do see it settling down around about then for you. Okay, and I hope that helps you. All right, so who have you got, Missy?
I don't know. It's coming up very, very quickly. I did see a KT Wright. I think I was picked up on.
Yes. Got you right here. There we go.
Okay, it was about finances and her mum.
Yeah.
As I was sort of seeing it, yes, I do get basically she wasn't just your mum, she was your best friend. So I have got that closeness connected to the two of you, and a lot of thank yous connected around this lady. I do feel mum had been sick for a little while, and the two of you are more or less survivors, not victims. So I do feel life has been a little bit of a roller coaster for two of you. Mum's acknowledging that she's okay. I do feel she was less mobile at the end of her life because she's letting me know that she's up off the bed. And I do feel like that, again, another one that was so full of life. But I will say that, her body gave up on her. She didn't give up on you, sweetheart. So I do see an immense amount of love connected around her. She's acknowledging the struggle that you've gone through connected around finances. But I do feel like that, I don't know whether self-employment or there's issues connected around that. But I know you're a bit of a fighter as well. So I'm going to say this month is a lot of improvements or a lot of reviewing connected to direction. I see a little bit of books. So there's renewing, connected around finances, connected around a job. The third month brings me very, very close to abundance, or making some long-term plans, to commitment. But what I do feel is no one's going to knock on the door for you if you don't walk through the door. So it's a matter of that confidence connected around you to know that you're good enough to walk through the door. Now, improvements come basically when we're coming into the 6th month this year, and that's where I see a finances basically really starting to improve. But you're not going to be a millionaire, sweetheart. I do know that you will be working, but you will be in a better, stable position by the time we're into June, July, August. Again, very, very similar. I do see some I'm not going to say legal matters, but there's some issues connected around courts, or that's got a lot to do with finances, family, those sort of issues. I'm not going to go into detail. If you want to go into detail with that, call me later. But I know October is the end of difficult periods with this. This year is all about standing your ground, choosing your battles wisely, not letting anyone walk over the top of you. Your mother's given you resilience, and your mother's given you strength and love. And that, I know, is basically something that she left basically here. And even though she left, and you did lose your best friend, or the person that you bounced off, or your rock, she's given you your resilience and strength, sweetheart. So please embrace what you've learnt. Let go of what you can't control. But as I said, believe in yourself, because I know you are wanted, you are loved, you are needed more than you give yourself credit. So pat yourself on the back through what you've gone through. And I always say, be grateful for what was, be thankful for what is. But, watch out what's to come, because I will say to you, there's abundance around the corner. But, have some patience. And as we come into the June, things will start to improve, but you really got to work at it too, darling. So I hope that helps you, darling.
Thank you for that. I think, Kate, you're out Bathurst way, are you, honey? I think I've read for you before. Your name looks familiar. Kate's back online. Hello, Kate. Thank you for joining us. We haven't seen you for a while. So I'm going to answer this one for you, Chanel. But just before we do, we can have a bit of a discussion here as well, Linda. Hang on, let me just find this. I think it was Alison just brought up a very valid question about psychic abilities, and do we feel that we need to heal before we can use our abilities? But we'll come back to that. I just want to answer Chanel first, if that's okay.
Absolutely,
if we can find that. Yeah. But Leah, let's have this discussion, because I love to educate, and I love to talk about what we do and just not give readings all the time. So where are you, Chanel? You were asking, and you know what's going to happen. I'm going to give you a little bit of a psychic boot up the backside, my love. How many times do we have these discussions? So my feelings for Paul are growing so strong. Is this reciprocated? Okay. I am hearing self-sabotaging. Okay. I need you to be quite mindful of this, Chanel, because you've come this far. And that's what I was just saying before. I've seen you do so much personal growth over the last couple of years, and the discussions that we've had, it's absolutely phenomenal. And here you've done all this work, you're now in this beautiful relationship, and now you've still got that little thing in the back of your head thinking, oh no, oh, and that's why I'm hearing the word self-sabotage. So I just want you to breathe, lovely, because I don't see any issues. I really don't. And I always say to people, as soon as we start having these thoughts, this is when we start manifesting again. And this seems to be when things go belly up. Okay, so I just want you to be mindful of that. Okay, enjoy the moment. Okay, nothing has to happen so quickly. Just baby steps, baby steps. I do not have any red flags, lovely. Okay, so I'll leave that there. I'm really happy for you. Okay, so we're going on to, sorry, I think it was Alison. Alison, you sent that with the, there we go. Okay. Do you believe that someone has to heal for them to obtain their abilities? I was told that I have abilities. However, I'm unaware how to discover them. Could you tell me what they may be. Just before, because you're the expert on this, you're the teacher. But for me, that's when I discovered my abilities, when I had to heal. It's like I hit rock bottom, and then I realized that I had these abilities, and I had to go through that process to be able to do what I do now, if that makes sense. Does that make sense, Linda?
Absolutely, absolutely. You
Yeah.
know, every one of us is born psychic. We're all born with an awareness. The difference between me and anyone else that's on this platform at the moment is I fine-tuned it. I did a lot of work connected around it, but we all have it. Now, I started when I was quite little. I started seeing spirit when I was very young, and my mother told me that I had an amazing imagination, and I'd write a good book one day, because, you know, we don't see what we see, and then life gets in the way. So I've been married a couple of times, so I've hit what I call speed bumps, and they were my lessons I had to learn. So everything that we went through, basically, or what I went through, allowed me to have a stronger connection to what I did. And then I woke up one day and went, I'm done, because I thought halfway through my life, I wasn't going to go backwards anymore. I needed to go forward and own who I was. Now, we all have what we call a knowing. How do you know things? Don't know, just know. And most of us have got a very, very good ability on, we either like people or we don't like people. So you have your radar on anyway. Now, your abilities are your abilities. A lot of people see, a lot of people feel, a lot of people know, a lot of people taste. So there are all your clairs. And the difference is, we always fine tune one sense. Someone that's basically have trouble seeing, you will see they probably see better. Someone that has trouble basically hearing, they will hear a lot more clearer. But we've got to put it all together. Now, I can't tell you your abilities unless I sat you in front of me in a classroom to work out, you know, what's your strongest suit. We all have it, but it's a matter of finding a teacher basically that will help you to fine tune who you are, not tell you what to do, but help you fine tune and get you to know you. There's two things I will tell you. The first thing, meditation was my lifesaver, and it helped me to basically see things with clarity, that it's not all in my head and it's not my imagination, and I'm not schizophrenic. You know, the connections I had are real. I found my personal guide, the person that basically helped me, was with me when I took my first breath, and probably will be with me when I take my last breath and take me home. So that basically, people call them guardian angels, people call them this. This is an independent someone. It's like you can walk down the road and you feel like you've been watched. You can feel like basically you're not alone in the room. And then that's basically someone that watches you. I call mine my bouncer on my door. He's the one that basically loves me the most. So, sweetheart, you know, you need to find someone that will help you fine tune and work out who you are and what is your strongest suit. Are you psychic? Are you medium? Everyone is psychic, but not everyone is medium. So there is a big difference. But a teacher will help you to connect to your loved ones that's passed over, but can't teach you to see, but teach you to be the best psychic or medium that you can possibly be, by helping you find who you are and what your abilities are. So I hope that helps, Alison. But if you want to explore it anymore, you know, Linda will tell you I do teach. I am a teacher, and I do teach on a Tuesday night out in Campbelltown. So if anyone's interested, by all means, send me a text.
Yeah. See, for me, and this is what I've noticed, my clairs change all the time. I flip all the time, and you know what they're like with me. Every time we have a show coming up, what happens to my ears? Every single time.
She gets an earache.
Every time. My ears get blocked, and I have earaches galore coming up, and they started this week in preparation for next week without fail. And look, Alison, you may find that your clairs, they change the strengths. One day you may be more clairvoyant. The next day you may be smelling a lot of smells psychically, because my team love to swap and change with me all the time to keep me on my toes. And I think they do that. I think they do that to keep me on my toes all the time. So hope that helps you. Who else have we got here? Hello, Jenny Louise. Lovely to have you on board with us this evening. Thank you. Chanel, so you're 3 months into the relationship now. Great. See, just breathe, lovely. Breathe. And who else have we got here? Shakti, hello. Thank you for joining us. Those who have just joined, we do ask that you like and share the live feed. Let us know that you have done that. And we'll try to get through as many as we can for the next half an hour. All right. So Tracy Jackson says that's beautiful information for you, from you, Linda. So thank you for that. And I did have somebody here that I wanted to answer here, so just bear with me. I just got to find it again. Sorry. Kate, you bought a unit. Thank you. Congratulations. So Jody Maloney, evening. I'm wanting to see if we will go away in April, please. Gosh, okay. They're showing me. I'm going to say I'm picking up a yes at the moment, but is this around Easter time? Because I feel like there's some other planning that needs to go on, because I feel like one person doesn't want to, one person does. So it's all up in the air at the moment. And I just feel like there seems to be some more planning that needs to be going on here, if that makes sense. I'm going to say yes, but there's finer details that need to go on with this. Okay. And are you by any chance going across water? Because it's like I'm on a plane and I'm seeing out water. Flying over water. So I have to explore that as well. There is also, I want to say somebody's going to throw a bit of a spanner into the woodwork here, and they're wanting to do something extra, or there's some other offer on the table. So that's why I just feel like it's all up in the air at the moment. But I do feel like it will iron itself out, and I do feel like, yes, it will happen. And I am picking up the number 3 with you. So I feel like these things will be sorted out in the next 3 weeks for you, which will take us through to pretty much March. I'll say yes at the moment. Yep. So I hope that helps you. Okay. Who are you attracted to?
Actually, as soon as you said that, Jenny Louise, I thought, oh, okay. Can I?
You can.
For her?
You can. I do read quite often for Jenny on these live feeds. So, okay. Special event. There we go, Jenny.
Jenny, the reason why I chose you is basically I went through a similar situation, and I became a voice for women. I worked with domestic violence, and it was basically a passion to give women a voice. Now, I've done many special events connected around this, and I ended up working with police and within the schools. So I do see that you were born of service, sweetheart. And when we're born of service, and when we go through anything like I just spoke about, they were lessons that we learn. And I always say, as a psychic medium, I had to go through so much. It's like I had to be it, to feel it, to do it. And I know there's a similarity connected around you. And I know working with children and females, if not males as well, because males are on a big agenda connected around domestic violence as well. So I know basically when we tell our story, and when we know that we are a survivor, then not a victim, well, then basically your survivor mode kicks in, and everything that you've gone through and your voice tells a story that will help. If it helps one person, you've helped the world. Because I do see, as I know, domestic violence is easy to stay in. It's a terrible, scary thing to walk away from, and to walk away into the unknown, not knowing. Basically, they need people like you to know that you've made it, and they can make it as well. And by giving them a bit of strength by telling your story, basically, yes, obviously they can do it too. I've thrown a couple of cards on the table just to validate what I've already said. And the first thing I get basically is the 7th month, which is I do see some contracts or some opportunities, unexpected opportunities connected around you. And I do see you can start to make some positive, optimistic plans connected to future. But I do see you're working alongside with police. So I do feel this might be one special event where you'll tell your story, but there'll be many special events that'll take you within the government, within the schools, within working with police to tell your story. But you are the one that's got to push it. You're the one that's got to walk through the door. It will not make you, I always say, you never get a millionaire when you basically are of service, but it'll be 10 times as rewarding by basically showing people that you've made it and giving them a voice to say that they have. Good on you, sweetheart. You know, you are an incredible, strong woman that's learned her strength, her confidence, her self-love, her self-esteem, and I always say the healer heals the healer, but the healer must heal first. And what you're doing, the more you tell your story, the more you heal and you'll help others. So blessings to you, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Job well done. And I am so glad that you found the strength to stand up in front of people, to speak about what you've gone through. It's not an easy story to tell. So lots of love and blessings to you, darling.
She's a beautiful soul. She's a regular on my live feed. So thank you. Thanks for reading her this evening. So,
as soon as I seen it, I went, oh wow, gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Because those stories are very rarely told because of the shame behind it.
Totally. Now, I think, Jenny, you're down in Melbourne, aren't you, honey? So make sure you come and visit us. We will be June, isn't it? We're in Melbourne.
Yes, I think we are in Melbourne in June. Yeah.
June, yeah. Okay. All right. I'm going to answer the beautiful Joe Pierce. Where are you, Joe Pierce? Hello, honey. It has been so long since we've seen you online, sweetheart. I hope everything's been okay with you. I was actually thinking about you the other day and wondering how you've been and how you're coping lately. So, and it's wonderful to see you back online with us this evening. Now, you're asking, could you please tell me what is happening with my work here in limbo? And the thing is, honey, I just feel like you're going to be in limbo for a while longer as well, unfortunately. I can confirm with you that there has been things that have not been spoken about with work. It's been like on a need-to-know basis. So that's where I am picking up this frustration with you and not knowing, because I feel like you're the sort of person you need to know things, and I just feel like things are being kept from you. And again, you're another one with sleepless nights over this, a lot of overthinking. It has nothing to do with you. I have to let you know that it's got nothing to do with you at all, sweetheart. But I'm just being shown that there is still going to be a period of time here where there is still limbo, if that makes sense. And to be honest, I do see you looking at options. Okay, so I'm going to say in the next 3 months, there will be options going on here, and I can't tell you what to do, and the psychic can't, but I can see it, and I'm using the word options, and I'm going to say that will be happening in the next three months' time for you. I do see that there is this beautiful offer that is coming for you. Okay, so just hang in there. Okay, it'll all change very, very soon. Okay, and I hope that helps you. Okay. So, who are you up to?
I don't know. Choose someone for me.
Oh, okay. Jenny just got back to you. It's awesome. Thank you. This is my dream job. And do you know what? You're going to excel at that.
Absolutely, darling.
She really
As I
will.
said, a story told and shared heals so many. And I have seen a couple of comments on someone else saying basically they relate to that as well. There's two people connected around domestic violence, victims or survivors.
Yeah.
Jenny, you're a survivor. And when we won't let anyone pull us down and then we find our happily ever after and we start to move on, well, then life becomes the way it should be, because, you don't let anyone else walk over the top of you. So, it can relate to so many people, female or male. Gorgeous.
Yeah. So, okay, Celinda Jordan. So,
okay.
Hello, Celinda. So, are you going to answer her?
Yeah, sure. What was dealing with
anything
a difficult landlord? Oh my goodness.
Okay.
My son's in the same situation at the moment. There's a lot of egos in this world, sweetheart. A lot of egos, and especially when it's male, connected around landlord, and you being a single male. Take back your control. That's all I can say. You have rights, and no one can tell you what you can and can't do. But I will say to you, I'd go and get some advice connected around the way he's bullying you at the moment. Damned if you do, damned if you don't, if that makes sense, darling. I know you've got the resources, the ability to manifest what direction you go into. But I will say to you that you need to look after yourself, because, you know, you can run to your car, you can run from your car to the house, and, you know, if you've got something wrong, you know, it might take him 101 years to just basically fix it. There's nothing you can do connected around someone's ego, male or female. But I will say to you, what you're dealing with, you're banging your head up against the wall. Now, I know you're in a catch-22 connected around your home, and I know you're a good tenant, but don't give him anything or any fuel for the fire to aggravate the situation. But I'd go and seek some legal advice connected around this, sweetheart, because what he's doing is a little bit unfair. And I know you're so frightened of, if I rock the boat, will I get kicked out of my home? Legally, he can't. While you've got a legal piece of paper and a tenancy, he can't do anything about that unless there is basically cause for that. And you're not giving him any cause for that. But my advice to you is things will not change. You have free will and you have choice. So I will say to you, there could be a choice on doing something about a movement connected around you, because I don't see you there for a very long time. So you make a choice, and no one should live with anyone that's difficult, but you've got a free will to stay or to go. Have a look at your contract, have a look at your lease, and have a look at the clauses connected around that. Get some legal advice, I said, and then see where you go from there, sweetheart. But take your control, take back your control, and don't let him bully you, because no one's got a right to put you in that position or feel basically, you know, a little bit uneasy in your own home. I hope that helps, darling.
Yeah. So that's not nice. It's, I see a lot of this with landlords, a lot. Sharon Sini, numbers, angel numbers. My daughter keeps seeing angel numbers 1s and 4s. Now, I always say that Google can be your best friend when it comes to looking up these numbers. It's not my forte. You're big on numbers? I mean, you and I are always talking about numbers when we see sequent numbers when we go get on the road, and we get quite excited.
Absolutely. You know, look, I'm not, and I'm not numerology as well. You know,
me either.
I always say basically angel numbers. I say to anyone straight away, don't go through the angel numbers, go through numerology, because sometimes the angel numbers can be quite fluffy, if that makes sense. And being a young child, you know, you want it to be light and airy. You don't want it to be anything over the top. Your daughter's got a good gut. She's got a good intuition. So I will say to you, she sees things with a little bit of clarity. Your 1s is a spiritual number. It's basically, you know, your highest number connected to spirit. I always say, all right, there's 111, Linda, spirit's with us. You know, I look out for my
there's the 777s, Linda.
777s is my favorite number, basically. And I always go the triple numbers, because a 17 on this card, a 17 on that car, another 17 that means nothing to me. But I see 777s on billboards. Everything basically connects to 777. So I know there's someone with me, and that, to me, that is a magical number. Your daughter sees numbers because she's drawn to that, and she's drawn to all these sort of connections. Look up your angel numbers, and that'll give you a little bit. But I would really, really strongly advise you to introduce her with some crystals as well, because I do feel like this child's got a really, really good insight. Your numbers, if she's seeing triple ones, 11, I would say basically someone's trying to tap on her door. So enhance it, sweetheart. Don't need to be frightened of it.
Look, I remember when I first started this journey of tapping into what I do now. And again, I had no idea what I was doing, but I was seeing numbers after numbers after numbers. I just kept attracting. I was drawn to numbers. And that was pretty much the start of it for me. And so I just feel like you need to explore that a little bit more as well, Sharon. It's, yeah. So Celinda's gotten back to you. So she's being bullied and manipulated to stay.
Yeah.
Even it's your right to leave. Oh my goodness,
Absolutely.
honey.
Yeah.
Not nice, sweetheart.
Absolutely, darling. Absolutely, absolutely. A bully is only a bully while they control you, darling. If you take back your control, then they've got no control.
Totally. Okay. Who have we got coming up here? Shakti. Hello, Shakti. Where are you watching from? I like that name. It's a beautiful name. Liked and shared. When do you please see me meeting a compatible partner? Thank you. Wow, they've just shown me. I want to use the word trials and tribulations. You've been through a pretty rough time. Is that correct? And I just feel like you're just coming out the end of it now, but I still feel like we're still walking on eggshells, if you understand what I'm saying here. So with that, honey, I'm going to say that there is going to be this period of rest and healing that you are going to be going through at this time. So am I correct that you've just come out of a relationship? Because I am hearing the word abuse. Is that correct? You can just say yes or no, or not. You don't have to answer if you don't want to, but I just feel like I need to highlight that, because with that I feel like there is this healing that needs to go on at the other end, if that makes sense, before you are ready for this person to come into your life. I can promise you, yes, there is somebody. They're not giving me a time frame though, honey, because I feel like in this case it's all going to be dependent on you and the healing that you do with you at the moment. Okay, so I'm going to say be kind and baby steps for you. You don't have to go out and pick up Mr. Right tomorrow. Okay, it could be next year, but just use all this time for you and do things that you want to do. Okay, so I'll leave that there for you, honey. I hope that helps you. But that person, I can promise you that person is coming. Okay, and I'll leave that there. So hang on, who else have we got here? Are you attracted to anybody?
I'm just reading the validation. So there's some beautiful information coming through. So they're coming through very, very quickly. So
Thank you.
You'd have to, Alison.
I'll go back and I'll.
Thank you, Linda and Linda, for the explanation and just that little bit of validation on and empathy connected around the people that are on there for everybody else of what they've gone through. So that's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Choose someone for me, Linda. It's gone too quickly for me to.
It has, hasn't it? Hasn't it? Okay, Alison. Oh, thank you for that, Alison. And yes, Shakti. Thank you, Shakti, for just validating that for me as well. I do appreciate that. Jenny, we've answered you, Jenny. Thank you. And Chanel, we've answered you as well, darling. But I can't. Okay, here we go. Marzina. Okay, my son's disabled. He's 3. And life's been exhausting and heartbreaking, oh, honey. Wondering if things will improve for us emotionally and financially. It's been a depressive route. Oh, honey.
Sweetheart, he's a baby. And we have our beautiful children with all these expectations. But I always say, and I say this with respect, sweetheart, sometimes a child is born to us because, we're the ones that are their parents, and they give it to us because we can handle it, Yes, it's exhausting. Having a normal child is exhausting, but having one with special needs can take its toll twice as much, not just basically with their disability, but also the mental side of you on the child's future and where they're going to go. We spend so much money connected to putting our children through school and preschool and buying them shoes, but financially, when we have someone that's special needs, it can take its toll physically, mentally, and financially on you. Things will improve, and I'd like you to go to your non-government agencies and get someone with some advice that'll help you on a financial level as well, sweetie, because there is so much help out there for you and so much respite and so much help where people can come in and even just have a cup of coffee with you to just say to you, you're doing a bloody good job under circumstances, sweetheart. Our children are our children and we love them unconditionally. But, I take my hat off to the mums and the dads that have special needs kids that have to pull in those extra yards connected to what we don't understand. And I worked with a lot of mums that had Down syndrome kids, and we did a lot of meditation together. And it wasn't the fact of meditation, it was putting them in a group of like-minded people that were going through similar. Try and reach out and find if there's a like-minded group where you can get debrief connected around mums that are going through something similar. No one understands you unless they're banging through it with you. You can get a lot of advice from people. You can even get some very, very nasty criticism connected around people too, of not understanding a mum with special needs. But I will tell you, get yourself in a group where there's people around you that are going through similar, or mums that are going through similar, where you can sit there and scream and rant and rave and cry and, you know, swear and have a cup of coffee. But you need to debrief, darling, because doing it on your own with people that don't understand what you're going through isn't making life easy. You know, we toss, we turn, we overanalyze, we blow things out of proportion, but you're so young. And I just feel like that, you know, I'm more concerned with you than I am the child, because the child will be okay, but you're the one that I'm worried about, basically mentally. So please look after you. Financially, kick the government up the backside and get every bit of help you possibly can, because you deserve it. And don't take no for an answer when it comes to your child. I hope that helps, sweetheart, but I will tell you, there's many a group, and you can always private message me, and I can basically send you a link to the girls that I know that are still having coffee together, and they might be able to help you in guiding you where you can get some mental help, or just a friend to have a cup of coffee with. I think you need that more than anything at the moment, darling. So
Totally.
with everything, sweetheart, and my hearts and thoughts are out to you and every mum that's got a special needs child as well.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks for that, Linda. So we've come up to 9 p.m. So we're going to call it a night now, unless there's something else that catches your attention there, Linda. But I will be back live again next week. I'm only doing Thursday night as a one-off, because I took a few days off to go and spend time with my daughter in the city. And so I plan on being back again next Tuesday. Do you want to? Oh, you have your late night, don't you? You teach on
I teach on a Tuesday night, but I just had someone's, basically, I did see, is this a one-off thing, or are we going to do it again? You ask and we will deliver. But I also want to put a big thank you out to Sue Phillips, that's just reached out to Mazina, and more or less said that she's there. Mazina, take the offer up, go and have a cup of coffee.
Got it. That's beautiful. Thanks for that, Sue. See, this is what I like about doing these live feeds. It's not all about readings. It's more about connecting and helping each other as well. And if we can make somebody's life a little bit easier, the whole live feed was goddamn worth it.
Absolutely, because there is no a child comes into this world without a rule book, without a book that basically says we have to do this, we have to do that, they have to be this, they have to be that.
Totally.
You know, we're not Superwoman, we're not Superman, we're not 10 foot tall, bulletproof. You know, we are human, shall I say, spiritual beings in living human existences. And the world would be a better place if everybody was there for each other. So good on you, Sue, and Mazina. Take her up, darling. Take her up on her offer.
That's what I always say to people.
Knock on the door and go and have a cup of coffee.
Yeah. Be kind. Be kind. That's
blessings.
So I do. Look, we'll come back and we will do another live feed.
Absolutely.
So, but if not, I'm just going to give us another plug again. We will be at the Vault next on the Saturday, the 18th of February. The Vault, Port Kembla, awesome club, great night, and it's lots of laughs, cries. It's very feel good. So we try to structure it so everybody gets something out of it. Okay, but any questions, guys, feel free to hit either one of us up. You can through my page. If you can't find Linda, I'm happy to pass on messages through forward them on to her as well. Okay, so thank you, everybody. God bless. And I keep thinking it's Tuesday, but it's Thursday. So
yep. Good night.
Thanks, Linda, and have a wonderful weekend, everybody. We'll be back next week. So thank you. Bye-bye.